my channel, and happy Halloween, or at least happy Halloween weekend. I think I am going to be uploading this tomorrow, and it's still technically a few days out from Halloween, but this will be my last upload before Halloween. So just wanted to make sure I wished everyone a very happy Halloween. It's very sad that we only have a few more days left of the Halloween season, but I guess all good things have to come to an end eventually, and this just means that we get to spend another 365 days waiting for the next one. So as you can see here, I am all dressed up. I'm actually going out later, so I thought, hey, I might as well make a video in costume for my Halloween special. And yes, this is my big What I'm Burning Halloween edition Halloween special. I wish I had something more extravagant planned for a Halloween special, but I was just so swamped in the past couple months during the Halloween season with all the other videos that I needed to make and going on vacation a couple of times. It's always the busiest time of year for me, so I didn't really have time to brainstorm. So hopefully next year I'll have something a little bit more special. But yeah, as always with my What I'm Burning videos, these are semi-formal reviews on what I've loved burning this season, what I haven't loved so much. And yeah, now that we've got the gist of it, let's go ahead and get into everything that I have been burning in October. All right, so up first here, I'm going to do a rapid fire of all the Kringles that I've been burning that I have previously talked about, just to give you a little bit of an update on how I felt about them this season. All right, so up first here, we're gonna get this out of the way, the GOAT of all Halloween candles, which is Cauldron. Absolutely amazing, absolutely beautiful. Been burning this one with the new version that they released this year in the 100% soy formula with the updated label, and that has been super strong. Been burning absolutely wonderfully. I've been burning it just non-stop this season. It's my favorite of all time. You guys already know that. If it comes back next year, buy it. That's my #1 recommendation. All right, up next here, we have Nevermore, which is a Kringle candle that they released last year, came back this year. Still really enjoying this one. This one's super cozy. It's very elegant. It's like a floral mixed with chai spice and honey. Very sweet, very florally. I absolutely love this one. Although this season I've gotten a couple messages from people that said that this one was a little bit too florally, too powdery for them. So if you don't like a floral, like powdery type fragrance, then you might not enjoy this one. But this one has also been very, very strong, and it was last year. This one's just an all-around amazing, great, cozy Halloween scent. Also, just wanted to mention, if you see the light like change in this video, I'm filming this at like 6 and we're slowly getting towards that daylight savings time, so I'm just losing a ton of light here, but it adds to the spooky ambiance, so just wanted to mention that. All right, so up next here we have Scarecrow. This one's still an amazing scent. I have not been burning this one as much as I did last season. I don't know why that is. I've just kind of found myself gravitating towards other candles. Still absolutely amazing, still in my top 10 Halloween scents of all time. But yeah, I just haven't had time to burn this one as much as I would like. But when I have been burning it, has been performing pretty well. It's about like a 6 strength if I had to give it a ranking. But the bergamot, the tobacco, the leather, all very masculine, all very cozy. Still absolutely love this one. And this one is also still available on the Kringle Candle website. They're having a 50% off all available Halloween candles, and this one is part of the lineup. I would highly recommend this if you've been meaning to try any of them. And I am a Kringle Candle ambassador, so you can use the code WickedDoughboy for 15% off your order. Unfortunately, that code will not work on the 50% off Halloween candles, but it does still work for like the route shipping protection and all full price candles that you might want to throw in an order with some of the 50% off Halloween. So just wanted to mention that here in case you want to save a little bit of money with your purchase. All right, up next we have Apparition, which is still absolutely amazing, still spooky, still leathery, still very wet, damp. You feel like you're in a collapsing, wet, decaying, haunted house. This one is so good. I really hope it returns next year so that more people get to try it out. All right, up next here we have It's Alive. And I've been burning this one quite a lot this season. This one was one of those ones that I burned last season, very much enjoyed it, but didn't really think too much of it. But when I've been burning it this season, I've been enjoying it quite a bit. It's very green. It's got a little bit of earth in it, super spooky, definitely goes along with the label. This is another one that is still available in the 50% off. And I think I might actually place an order for a backup of this. I only have the one and I'm about down to like the last third of it here or so. And I feel like when I'm finished with this candle, I will definitely be wanting another one. All right, up next here, we have one that I have never even mentioned on this channel before because I haven't really had a chance to, but it is Kringle's Black Cat. This one is one of those ones that I see a lot of mixed reviews on. Some people love it, some people hate it. I definitely fall into the category of love it. It's like a woody, cinnamony, lime, very unique combo. I also believe there's a little bit of frankincense in this as well. I don't really remember the scent notes off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure there is a little bit in there. But yeah, this one is a very clean, fresh type scent. The cinnamon in it is not like a red hot cinnamon. It's more of a bakery spice cinnamon mixed with that wood, the lime, and the frankincense in there is amazing. Really enjoy this when I have it burning, and definitely a unique scent for Halloween. All right, I'll get this one out of the way quickly too. Sleepy Hollow. 10 out of 10, still super amazing, still probably the best pumpkin spice candle I've ever smelled. It's so addicting. I'm almost done with this one. Good thing I have a couple of backups because this scent is going to be one that I will burn forever. As long as they keep making it, I will keep buying it. This is such a perfect Halloween scent. If you missed out on this one this year and you love like a woody pumpkin, then I would 100% recommend you look out for this one next year. Put it on your list, put it in your cart, buy it, get it to your house, burn it. And another one that is still available, and I'm really sad that it's still available because it's such an amazing scent. It deserves to sell out along with the Sleepy Hollows, the Witch's Cauldrons of the line, and that is Blood Moon. This is such an amazing scent. I've been burning this one, which is my 2021 version, still very good. I've burned the one that they have produced this year, and I've seen a couple people say that Blood Moon this year, the new for 2023, has been light for them, but for me it was a crazy powerhouse. Like, it was super strong when I burned that one. It's a very nice fruity medley with some incense in there. Absolutely spooky, absolutely amazing for Halloween. If you are interested in trying this one at all, I've gone over this one a couple of times in my previous Kringle Candle Halloween videos. So if you want more information on this one or any of the other ones that I have just talked about for that matter, definitely go ahead and watch those ones. But if you're interested in this one at all, like if you're just a little bit intrigued, I would say try it. A few people who have asked me if they should purchase it this year have purchased it and they really loved it, and I would hate for them to not keep bringing it back. I mean, I guess if there's no audience there, then like, you know, that's whatever, but I'm just an absolute super fan of this candle. Another one I highly recommend from the Kringle line. All right, we're getting close to the end here, but up next I have the Purple Pumpkins and Kringle Candle Halloween. This is the same fragrance. I am almost done with burning my purple pumpkins, but thankfully I have a full version of this. Still absolutely amazing. It's a very much a Halloween scent. I mean, hey, it's on the label, they call it Halloween, and it's like the most classic Halloween scent that you could ask for. It's black licorice mixed with pumpkin spice, super cozy, super gourmand. It's not that black licorice jelly bean that most people hate out there. It really feels like a high-end version of a black licorice or something different entirely, and I absolutely love it. I have not stopped burning this since the start of the Halloween season. So yeah, hopefully they keep bringing this one back because it is absolutely amazing. All right, and for my final one of the rapid fire Kringle candles, hopefully this didn't take too long. I see the runtime up there going up, but this is the last one before we delve into everything else, and that is Witching Hour. So this one I have seen a lot of people really absolutely love and say it's even better than Witch's Cauldron, and I can see why, but I burned this one again this season. I gave it a couple burns last season, gave it a couple burns again this season, and unfortunately this one is just not for me. I really like the scent on cold, which is weird because when it starts burning, this one just gives me a headache. Like, it is very strong and very herbal. Whatever herbal note is going on here underneath all the smoke just gives me a little bit of a headache. It's not one that I particularly enjoy burning, which sucks because it is a nice scent. I do like it on cold. It's very spooky, very much a Halloween candle, but I don't know, it's just not for me, I guess. All right, now that we're done with all of the old Kringle candles, I kind of want to get into the ones that are brand new to me this year and the ones that were brand new in general to the Kringle candle line. So let's start off with the one that was brand new to me but had been available in previous years, and that is Graveyard Night. So if you watched my Kringle Candle haul video for this year, you would know that when I smelled this, I liked it on cold, but I wasn't really blown away by it or anything. It was about exactly what I expected this fragrance to be. If you read the scent notes, you know exactly what this is going to smell like. And that's kind of like a pumpkin confectionery concoction. It's very sugary, very sweet. You get a lot of caramel out of this one, a lot of pumpkin spice. You get a kick of the berries out of this one as well. But yeah, in that video, I smelled it on cold. I liked it, but didn't love it or anything. So when I went to go burn this for the first time, I wasn't expecting anything amazing or anything. But after burning this one a few times, you guys can see here that I actually got it down pretty far. I actually really loved this one. I thought this was such a nice, cozy, fun Halloween scent. And while it was burning, my suspicion that this was a cousin of Sleepy Hollow was just more solidified. This is basically Sleepy Hollow without the wood, without the incense, without the smoke, and you added just some sugar to that base. This has the same caramel pumpkin spice base as Sleepy Hollow, and it just smells like that part of the candle. So obviously I love Sleepy Hollow, and I do enjoy Sleepy Hollow quite a bit more than this, but this is Sleepy Hollow if you just want a little bit more of a brighter fragrance instead of a spookier one. And I also have been enjoying burning these side by side just to get it a little bit more oomph. In the end, it basically just smells like a sweeter version of Sleepy Hollow. So if you think this one is a little bit too smoky, too spooky, then you could burn it with this one and take the edge off of it a little bit. And yeah, this was also surprisingly strong as well. On cold, you don't expect this one to be a powerhouse or anything. And while burning, it's not a powerhouse, but it is around that like 6 strength and throw type range. But yeah, overall, really enjoyed this one. This one very much surprised me, and I will just continue to enjoy burning this one for the rest of the season and look forward to burning it in the next one. All right, up next here, we have Sinister. And this is a candle that I just didn't even buy in my first Kringle Candle haul. I have no idea why I wouldn't just send it on this candle. The scent notes really appealed to me, and I'm not sure what it was, but when it sold out, I had the biggest FOMO of all time. So when I got a notification that this came back in stock on the Kringle Candle website, I immediately ordered this thing, and I am so glad I did. This is such a nice fragrance. It's not the most spooky fragrance in the world. The name Sinister doesn't have anything to do with this fragrance at all, nor does the spooky label. But man, it's just such a good, addicting, enticing scent. You get this really tart cranberry and wine note sitting over a base of like autumnal spices. I know this one has been compared to like the Kringle Candle Jelly Donut, and for me, when I first smelled this one, it very much reminded me of Wild Berry Jam Donut from Bath and Body Works. And it does have that kind of jelly donut filling type scent to it, but it's not a gourmand. There's no like dough note, there's no donut note in this. It's all the filling mixed in with like some wine and some spice. This one's absolutely amazing. It's another one that I burned through quite a bit. Absolutely cozy. Honestly, I think I'm gonna take this one into the end of November. I'm really not ready to give up on this candle yet. I don't think that it is spooky enough to be tied into the Halloween season directly, and I think you can get away with burning this one honestly year round if you wanted to, or at least for the entirety of the fall season. I don't think this is one that needs to be shut into October only like I do with the rest of my Kringle candles. So yeah, I'm probably going to end up finishing this candle, so hopefully they bring it back next year. It was super popular. I think this one sold out first when it launched, so typically that's a good sign of things to come. But yeah, absolutely amazing. Another one that I heard that was, I heard a few people say that it wasn't strong or it wasn't producing scent, but mine had absolutely no problem. It was absolutely super strong. I would give this one maybe a 7 on the strength scale. Definitely fills my room every time that I burn it. Honestly, the very first time I burned this, I lit the wicks, and before the wicks corrected themselves, I could already smell the scent. So I'm not sure if that's just quality control or people just got one that had less scent oils or something, but mine had absolutely no problem burning. But yeah, another one that I would 100% recommend for next year's launch. I will be talking about this one again if it returns. All right, now let's get into one that I was a little bit iffy on in my Kringle Candle Halloween haul video, and that is Trick or Treat. So if you watched that video, you would know that I enjoyed this one on cold, but there was a scent note in there that just wasn't sitting right with my nose. I was hoping that while burning, it would not come through very much. And unfortunately, while burning, it was actually stronger. So unfortunately, this is the one out of my order that I just did not like at all. I really want to love this one. This one's my favorite label of all of the new ones. And the conceptualness of the scent really draws me in. It's supposed to smell like what the atmosphere of trick-or-treating on a cold October night is. It's got pine, it's got some other woody notes, it's got this intense poison apple on the top of it. It's like a Granny Smith apple mixed in with like a Red Delicious type apple scent. It's not straight Granny Smith. It doesn't have that intense sour bite of a Granny Smith, but it almost gets there. So I have to assume they mixed a couple of different apple scent oils. But yeah, on paper, this one for me should have been a slam dunk. I love woody scents. I love pine scents. I love apple scents. But yeah, when I was burning this one, I just could not really get through it. I would light it up for about like 10, 15 minutes and then I would just have to turn it out because I just wasn't enjoying it. And you know, sometimes for candles, that's okay. Sometimes you buy candles that just aren't what you expected them to be and don't live up to what you expected them to be. So yeah, unfortunately, this one is probably one of my least favorite Kringle Candle Halloween releases. Honestly, if they bring this one back, I would be interested to see if they reformulate it or anything. Although mostly the things that I have been seeing about this candle are very positive, so I don't know if this is just a me thing. But yeah, unfortunately, this one just didn't come together for me. All right, so moving on from that one into ones that I actually did enjoy, we will talk about the spookiest fragrance that was offered this year from Kringle, in my opinion, and that is 7 Days. So 7 Days is super, super spooky. It's very earthy, very dirty. It's got a little bit of wetness, as is from this like well on the picture here next to little Samara. Definitely evokes this picture on the front. It's got a lot of mint. It's got a lot of thyme in there. There's some dewy greens. It smells like a forest just after it rained. And I have been really, really enjoying this one. I did not know how much I would actually enjoy it while burning it on cold. It is very much a scent that I would be a little bit hesitant to burn just because of the nature of just how earthy and spooky and dirty it is. But I found myself reaching for this one more often than not. It is really, really good. That mint in the thyme come through a lot while burning, as well as the dewy greens. Honestly, you could probably burn this for the springtime if you really wanted to. But yeah, definitely a Halloween candle. Definitely lands the mark in that category. Would recommend this one again if it came out next year. And as a little aside here, I have actually been burning this one alongside of South of Sanity's Decay, and that has just been a gorgeous combo. This is just straight up dirt and earth and mud and a little bit of wetness too. I know when I reviewed this one in my South of Sanity haul, my last one, I said that this was a very dry, and on cold you do get that, but when you burn it, there is a little bit of that petrichor that comes through. And I've just been absolutely loving burning this one. I did not know that I was going to end up enjoying this one as much as I did, but this is honestly becoming one of my favorite South of Sanity scents in general, which is really surprising to me. And I have also been burning this one with another Kringle candle, It's Alive, which I mentioned in the rapid fire, but this has been my actual favorite scent combination. This one's very vibrant and green and just has a little bit of that earth in there, and this one is just straight up earth and dirt. So mixing these two together kind of creates a balance of the earth in the greenery, and it's just absolutely amazing. This one honestly is very good mixing with a lot of different Kringle candles, so if you're looking for something to give your Halloween collection a little bit of kick, I would recommend the dirtiest candle out there, Decay. All right, and for my final Kringle candle, it is my personal favorite of the bunch for this season, and that is Coven. This is such a pretty, gorgeous, floral. It's got a very incense, witch shop type vibe to it. There's no incense listed in the scent notes or anything, but it definitely gives off that energy. It's super witchy, and the label for this one is just perfect. This one is super, super powdery. I've had a few people message me saying that they bought this candle and that they just didn't enjoy it at all because of how powdery it is. So if you hate a super powdery floral, I would not recommend this one at all. But if that sounds like your jam, if this comes back next year, 100% pick it up. You will not be disappointed by it at all. This is the one that I've been reaching for the most this Halloween season. It's just absolutely beautiful in execution, and it's also really strong. This one's like an 8 out of 10 strength. It is very strong while I'm burning it, and yeah, I've just been absolutely loving this one. And also, as an aside here, I also have been burning this one with the Burke Hare Co Exorcist, and this is another really great spooky combo. So if you just so happen to have these two scents, I would recommend that scent combo together. And this has also been performing very well as well. Pretty strong for the small size here. Been loving this scent. But yeah, that is Kringle Candle's Coven. Honestly, this is another one that I don't think I'm quite ready to let go of yet, and I think I will be burning this one in November, maybe even beyond that. This is like a Halloween candle. It is a spooky fragrance, but I feel like you can get away with burning this one throughout the year if like the witch type scents are your vibe. I think this one can be pulled off just being burned year round. And yeah, I'm definitely not ready to be done with this scent, so probably will be burning this one a little bit more after Halloween. All right, we are done with the Kringle Candle side of things. We can finally move on to a couple of different companies. And I guess we'll start out with Burke Hare Co since I just mentioned Exorcist performing very well. The other one that I have burned this season is Devil's Night. Still very much enjoying this candle. It's still very moody and gothic. They compare this to smelling like the Brandon Lee Crow movie, if you've ever seen that. And I'd have to agree. It's very leathery, very woody, very smoky. And yeah, I've been absolutely enjoying this scent. It's not as strong as I would like it to be. I feel like they could kick this one up a few notches. For me in my room, I would say my first burn was maybe about like a 4 or a 5, if I'm being honest. Although that did happen to me last year with this candle when I first started burning it. It wasn't very strong at all. And then the more I burned it, the more it picked up. So hopefully it happens again. But as of right now, just not as strong as I would like. I wish I would have picked up a couple of the wax melts for this one because I do genuinely enjoy this scent. So yeah, that is Devil's Night. All right, so up next here, we will talk about my Yankee candles that I have been burning. I'm currently burning Jack-o'-lantern right now. That's just my go-to. I love that candle. I've talked to death about it on this channel already, so you can go watch my Yankee videos and my last What I'm Burning video. I believe I talked about it there and in my top 10 Halloween scents. So let's talk about the other candle that I have been burning from Yankee this Halloween season, and that is the brand new Blood Orange Pumpkin. So this was the candle that I had a little bit of beef with. I really thought that this was going to be the Jack-o'-lantern killer. And fortunately, they brought back Jack-o'-lantern as well as giving us this scent, which is actually surprisingly very nice. It's very bright. It's not spooky at all. It's a little bit zesty as well. You get that very bright blood orange mixed in with the pumpkin pie spices, the clove, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the usual. And then it's all over this like base of like whipped cream. So it is like a little bit gourmand. It's almost like an orange pumpkin pie, if you will. But the one thing that I will mention about this candle is I don't think this is a Halloween scent at all, nor do I really think that it is a fall scent. This to me smells more like a Christmas fragrance, if you can believe it. Like definitely if they slapped some of those like orange pomanders on this label instead of the jack-o'-lantern, they could have definitely marketed it for Christmas. The orange in this one is very bright and zesty, and it just gives off a Christmas energy. So this is another one of those ones that I'm probably going to be taking into November and December. I have been enjoying it quite a bit. But yeah, definitely not really a Halloween fragrance, more of a Christmas fragrance. But I did end up really enjoying it. And it was a little bit strong as well. Not super strong. The Yankee signature jars aren't going to blow the roof off your house or anything. I would say it was giving about like a 6 on the strength scale, which is about average. So yeah, I would recommend this one if you're looking for a little bit more of a brighter Halloween fragrance. I think Yankee is having like a half off all Halloween and fall right now. So if you were interested in picking this one up and that sounds interesting to you, I would say, yeah, maybe try this one out. All right, so moving on to another company here, we are going to talk about Goose Creek. And up first here, we have pumpkin carving. So this is another one of those bright pumpkin scents. And actually, speaking of that, I have been burning this one alongside the blood orange pumpkin. I think this is another very nice scent combo. But yeah, this is like an apple pumpkin. There's a lot more apple in this one than pumpkin to my nose. It's super bright and juicy. You get the apple, you get the pumpkin, you get a heavy cinnamon out of this one. It's not exactly red hot cinnamon. It's like if Red Hot Cinnamon was right here and the cinnamon in this candle was compared to it, it would be like right there. It doesn't cross the line, but it is very, very close. But yeah, this candle is very nice. I'm very interested as to why they called it pumpkin carving. It's very much more of like an apple type scent. It's almost drinkable. There's like a lot of apple juice in this one. And it is also strong. The Goose Creek candles in these 3-wick forms have been pretty strong across the board for me this season. I'd say this was on like a 7 out of 10 strength. And yeah, if this one came back next season, I would consider picking this one up again. All right, let's get on to my biggest surprise of the year, and that is just how much I absolutely love Witch's Cauldron by Goose Creek. This is a candle I have talked about before, that I said I bought this in 2021, absolutely hated it, but it just kind of stuck around my consciousness. Every single Halloween season, I would bring it out, I would smell it, I would be like, I'm not gonna burn that, but I kind of am intrigued by it. And so this season, I definitely was like, all right, this is the season I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna get it in the 3-wick. And I'm so glad I did. I've been loving burning this one. Super earthy, super dirty, super bewitching. It's definitely not the most welcoming candle, but if you love like a dirty, earthy patchouli, then you would absolutely love this one. Seek it out next year for sure. This is gonna be one that I'm going to be purchasing from here on out. If they don't bring it back, it's going to make me sad. So hopefully, Goose Creek, you bring this one back next year, because I have been absolutely won over. All right, so for the final company that I will be talking about today, we have Homeworx. And up first here, we have Black Widow Bouquet. This is such a gorgeous, elegant Halloween scent. I have been loving burning this one. The patchouli comes through so strong when you're burning it, mixed in with that fresh cut rose and the blackberry. It's so pretty. It reminds me of like the flower scents that they use at like Halloween Horror Nights, specifically for like anytime they do stuff with like Phantom of the Opera, or anytime they do like a funeral parlor scene, like they use like this specific rose, fresh cut rose smell, and that same scent note is in here. So I've just been like absolutely nostalgic for this candle. This is definitely probably my second favorite Homeworx Halloween candle besides Haunted Woods. Hopefully this makes a return again next year, because I would repurchase this one for sure. And for the final candle in this video, it is Homeworx Possessed Plum. So if you watched my Homeworx haul video for the Halloween candles, you would know that when I got this, I was a little bit confused by it, because on cold, it just didn't really smell like anything. I mostly got a lot of plum, not a lot of the incense, not a lot of the patchouli, nothing else really. And it was also light on cold, like you couldn't really smell a lot of stuff. So when I went to go burn this candle, I was like not expecting anything at all. And surprisingly, after like a few minutes of this thing being lit up, it was really strong. Like definitely on the stronger side for Homeworx candles. Like this doesn't compare to like some of the other candles I've talked about here. I would definitely give it another like 6 out of 10 strength, but it was strong for a Homeworx candle. And that incense definitely comes through a lot while burning. You get a lot of that very fruity plum mixed in with the incense. You get just a little bit of patchouli, not a lot. It's not ruining or overbearing in this candle. But yeah, it's one that absolutely surprised me by just how well it actually performed. Although I was surprised by how well it was performing, the scent, on the other hand, when it was burning, didn't really blow me away or anything. It was nice while it was burning. It's a nice fruity Halloween scent, but it just wasn't what I wanted at the time. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that I would repurchase this one if it came out next year. It's just not really for me. Maybe after giving it another couple of burns, something will change and maybe I'll end up enjoying it more, but it didn't really blow me away or anything. I will enjoy burning this to the end, but I'm not sure if it's gonna become a staple for me or anything. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I'm really bummed that we only have a few more days of Halloween and I just have a few more days to spend with my Halloween candles. I'm gonna try to make the most of it, but it's always bittersweet. Let me know what your guys' favorite candle was to burn this season, whether it be a Halloween candle or not a Halloween candle. I always love hearing what you guys have to say, and I always love hearing your guys' recommendations. Hopefully you are able to get some recommendations out of this one for future spooky seasons. But as always, leave a like if you guys enjoyed this video and subscribe for more candle and spooky content, because I always have more on the way very soon. I hope you and yours have a very, very happy Halloween. And until the next one, I will see you guys later. Bye.